Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about combining like terms and then solving equations. If you're watching this video, you need to make sure you're taking notes on the examples that I give. And then there will be about 4 practice problems for you to do at home on your own. You just need to make sure you bring those in with you once you get back from your absence. Combining like terms is combining variables. That are the same. For instance, 4x and 3x are like terms because they have the same variable. If I had a 4x and then a 3y, that would not work. Also, if I had a 4x and then just the number 3, that would also not work. So combining like terms, you're going to combine variables that are the same. Now, this can get a little bit more complicated, but these are pretty simple examples just for right now. So that's what we are going to do for the rest of this video. I'm going to clear my screen and go ahead and move on to example 1. So example 1, let me get back to my pen. Example 1 is 9x minus 6x minus 3 equals 33. So there's multiple things you can do here. First, you can combine your like terms, which are right here and right here. You could combine those first if you want to, or you can move this minus 3 first. It's kind of up to you. For this video, I'm going to combine my like terms first. So I have a 9x and I have a negative 6x. Please remember that a minus 6x is the same as a negative 6. It just depends on the context that you're using it in. So I'm going to go ahead and combine those. 9x minus 6x will now give me 3x minus 3 equals 33. I then am going to just do my 2-step inverse operations, which we've done before. Add 3. Some people like to block that off to show that there's both sides. I have this number removed. Remember, whenever you do an inverse operation, you remove that number that you're wanting to get rid of. I now have 3x equals 36, I'm sorry. I then do my last inverse operation, which would be to divide by 3. Once you do the inverse, you can cross it out. And I'm going to bring it over here. X equals 36 divided by 3 is 12, and that's your final answer. All right, I'm going to move to example 2. Example 2 will look a little bit different. We're going to throw some negatives in there for you, just in case you see that. So example 2, you're going to have negative 6x minus 3x plus 8 equals 35. So again, if you wanted to subtract that 8 first, you're more than welcome. I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms. Anytime I combine like terms, I always put this circle around it, but I always make sure that the sign in front of it is there. So here I go. I have a negative 6x minus 3x, which is going to give me a negative 9x plus 8 equals 35. Also remember, you guys can use calculators this year, so feel free to put that kind of stuff in your calculator. I'm now going to do my 2-step equation. So I'm going to get rid of this 8 and put it over with this 35. So I can isolate this variable x. That cancels that out. Gives me negative 9x equals 27. I'm going to do my final inverse operation, which is to divide by -9. Make sure you're bringing that sign in front with it. That then gives me my final answer. Again, I'm running out of room, so I'm going to go over here. So I'm left with my x, which is what I wanted, isolated by itself. Now you need to do 27 divided by -9, and that is going to give you a -3 as your answer. So that's example 2. I'm going to give you one more that's going to look different also. Again, make sure you're writing these down. If you have questions or don't understand, you can always email your teacher or bring your questions with you to school once you get back. So this one's going to be set up a little bit differently. This is example 3. We have -2x minus 2 plus 5x equals 10. So notice my like terms or my same variables aren't right next to each other. So if I look here, I'm going to circle this, and then I'm going to circle this over here. So now reading from left to right, it says -2x, and then it says plus 5x. In your calculator, that is going to give you a 3x minus 2. We just bring that down like always, equals 10. And then we just go about our two-step equations. Add 2. I have 3x equals 12. Do our final, which is divide by 3. And x equals 12 divided by 3, which is 4. So those are a little different because the x's are spread out. Just wanted to make sure you guys had that information with you. So that's it for the notes, but I'm going to give you your practice problems to work on. So let's go ahead and work on these problems. You can just do it right under your notes or wherever's most comfortable for you. So the first one, is going to be x plus 4x minus 2 equals 8. That's number 1. Number 2, -2x plus 7x plus 10 equals 35. Number 3 is 4x minus 9 plus 6x equals 80. And number 4, -3x minus 9x minus 10 equals 50. So those are the 4 that you're going to work on. Solve those the best you can. Feel free to watch the video again if you need to, and make sure you turn these into your teacher. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.